Okay, hello everyone. Today we're going to look at some of the MIQ tests, so-called MIQ, Müəllimlərin İşə Qəbul Testləri, which is the equivalent of the English teacher recruitment tests. So this time we're going to look at the tests related to the section nouns. MIQ is known for having some really tricky tests. And so today we're going to look at some of them and try to clarify some of them. So the first one, as we can see, if we look at the rubric, which of the following options is correct? So we need to choose the option that is correct. So pay attention to the rubric because sometimes the options have which option is incorrect or which option is wrong. This time we need to identify the options, and we need to identify one option. As we can see from the options, only one possible answer. So one option is correct. So let's look at the example. As she entered the yard stacked with something, with this, pick me up, the word here, she stopped to look around. Suddenly she noticed something with the cry. It was something she recognized from her two and then the age 12-year-old neighbors. So if you don't know, pick me up is a doll with her stretched hands asking you to pick her up. I've put a picture here. So let's see. So the rule here, these are really confusing because the rule here is that the rule here with the compound nouns is that we need to look at the contents of the compound noun. If inside the compound noun we don't have any semantic head, which means we don't have any noun, then we add s in plural at the very end. So as we can see in the pick me up, there is no noun. Pick is a verb, me pronoun, up is a preposition or an adverb. So here we don't have any nouns. That's why we will add s at the very end. So A is okay, as we can see. This is wrong. This is singular. This is also wrong. Pick me ups. Yes, this is correct. It's added at the very end. And pick me upses. This is something new in English. So this is wrong. So we can either go with A or D. Then let's look further. Suddenly she noticed cry. So cry can be a verb and a noun. If it's a verb, we don't use the article with it. If it's a noun, we use an article with it. So she heard one cry. So which we can say she heard a cry. So a cry is fine. A cry is fine. So we're still good with A and D. And then it was something she recognized from her too. Then we have the age here. If we have any age, maybe a distance, maybe time expression, we need to look at this. If it's used as an adjective, so here we have a noun, and here it will be used as an adjective. Then, as we know, adjectives don't take any plurals in English. So they're not used in the plural. So we remove the options with the plural. That makes us choose only this one, 12-year-old. And also pay attention that adjectives are always in this usage, they're always hyphenated. 12-year-old, a 12-year-old neighbor, or 12-year-old neighbors. That's why we have to go with D here. D is the correct answer here. And if we look at some of the options, at some of the notes, so as we mentioned, if there is no internal noun, we add s at the very end. So some examples like merry-go-round, merry-go-rounds. Merry-go-round is a carousel. Pick me up, pick me ups. Forget me not, it's a plant. Forget me nots. Blow up, here it's an enlargement of a picture, blow ups. So there is no noun inside, and our final element becomes the morphological head. If the compound contains nouns, then the plural goes on the semantic head word. Semantic head word means the word that carries the meaning. So for example, mother-in-law, we have two nouns here, but the semantic head is mother. That's the main word that carries the meaning. So we say in the plural, mothers-in-law. Passerby, the same, passers-by. editor-in-chief. In-chief means main editor. So the main noun is editor. So we say, let me clear all this. So we say editors-in-chief. Jack in the box. Jack is in the box is a toy, and the semantic head is the box because the toy itself is a box, not the Jack. Um, so we add es here at the very end to the box. Attorney General, attorneys general. We talk about attorneys. Notary public. We talk about notaries, not public. In other cases, if the compounds are spelled as one word, so as one solid word, we add s at the very end. Bookstores, housekeepers, dishwashers, or some words with like a fixed phrase, used as a fixed phrase. Lookouts, runaways, stand-ins. Okay, so let's move on to the second one. Um, the second test, in which option of the following sentences are the bold-faced words used correctly? Again, we need to choose several options which are used correctly. So let's look at the options. The scenery in the valley was stunning, but the foliages near the cliffs looked unusually dry. So I've put a picture for you here. Foliage. Foliage is the like greenery, are the green, like are the leaves and branches of trees. So foliage is always used in the singular. So this is wrong here. After months of delay, the committee finally reached a consensus, though some members remained unhappy. So here they're testing our knowledge of collocations. So reach a consensus is a collocation, meaning they have reached an agreement. They have all agreed. So this is okay. This is right. He did everything he could, taking pains over every detail of the restoration. So taking pains to do something, or we can also say go to great pains. Go to great pains. I'm sorry about my bad handwriting. Um, Let me clear. So taking pains over something. So this was wrong. This is right. This is the correct collocation. So this is fine here. The headquarters of the organization is being renovated this month. So headquarters can be used both in the singular and plural. So here it's referred to the building. That's why it's used in the singular. So this is correct. And the last one, she bought several stationeries for her new office, including pencils, folders, and envelopes. So stationery is used in the singular. So this is wrong here. It's uncountable. So we have to go with 2, 3, and 4, which is B. So B is the correct option here. All right, let's move on to the next one. So as these are the notes that we explained, foliage, you can pause the video to take a look at this. Next one, number 3, choose the correct option. Again, we need to choose the correct option. The museum displayed several man-of-wars from the 18th century. So here we need to remember again our compounds. This is a compound noun. A man-of-war is the battleship, which was used in the past. So man of war, it has two nouns, man of war, but semantic head falls on man because we're literally not talking about wars, we're talking about men. So so here the correct option would be men of war. Men of war without S. So this is wrong. Uh, he just bought a brand new sport car to drive on the weekend. This is a tricky one. So sport is used as an adjective here, defining car. So if it's used as an adjective, it should be used in the plural with an S, a sports car. If we use it as a noun, then we can use it as with S in American English and without S in British English. But this is as a noun only. But here it's used as an adjective. So this is also wrong. They were reputed to be woman haters by their neighbors. Woman haters, again, a compound. Woman haters, they were reputed to be woman haters by their neighbors. So this is correct because woman haters would talk about haters. The semantic head is haters. So this is correct. The king commanded his manservants to prepare the feast. So here we talk about servants. The semantic heads is servants. So this is correct. And the last one, all the newly wed couples celebrated together in Paris. Couples, we add plural as in regular nouns. So the correct options are 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2 are wrong. So the correct answer is B. Okay, let's move on to the notes. So there are some notes here, as we mentioned. Men of war, we say. Woman haters, man servants. So in men of war, we mainly talk about men, not wars. Woman haters, we talk about haters, not women. And man servants, we talk about servants. So, and we talked about sports. Let's move on to number 4. Which of the following options is incorrect? So pay attention here. We need to find the incorrect option. So here, as we mentioned, these are time expressions, and usually adjectives, they're hyphenated, and adjectives don't take plurals. So a 3-week holiday, 3-week defines holiday. So this is okay. This is right. 2 weeks notice. It's not hyphenated, and it has an apostrophe because it's in the plural, S apostrophe. So this is correct. 1 3-day trip. So it's one trip, but it's a 3-day trip. It's hyphenated, so this is fine. 2 3-day trips. 3 days used correctly here, but it's in the plural, 2, so it should be 2 trips. So this is wrong. The 5-minute walk, also this is fine. This is it. It functions as an adjective, defining walk. So this is correct. So the wrong option here is D. I need to select D here. Okay, let's remove all these and let's move on. So these are the notes. You can look at them. And the last one, number 5, in which sentence is the possessive case used wrongly? So we need to look at the options, one option actually, where the possessive case is used wrongly. So let's look at the options. He attends a boys' school near the city. So he attends a school, but it's a boys. It's a school for boys, for plural. In plural, we put S apostrophe, which is fine. There is a children's playground nearby. It's a playground, but it's for children. It's a children's playground. So this is correct. That painting is a famous work of the artist. Famous work, so we can use apostrophe S or possessive both ways here. So we can say it's a famous work of the artists with an apostrophe S, or we can say it's a famous work of the artist without an apostrophe. So both options are acceptable. So this is okay. Sarah and Tom's house is near the beach. So it's one house, so it's is. So this here, the verb agrees with the subject. But Sarah and Tom's, this house belongs to them both. It's their common house. So it acts as one unit. So that's why apostrophe S is fine. This is fine. And the last one, Athens streets are very busy. Okay, streets plural are. So this is okay. They agree. Verb and the subject, they agree. But Athens, although it ends with an S, but it is in the singular. It's one city. So that's why the rule with the singulars is we add S apostrophe S, and it's pronounced as is. So we need to say Athens's streets are very busy. So the incorrect option is E here. We need to choose E here in this test. Okay, and you can take a look at the notes. That's it for today. I hope you've learned something new. If you have any questions, write them in the comments and I'll try to reply. Take care.